Hello friends, welcome. In today's video, we will see how do we add a animation to a PowerPoint graph. So this is my graph where I have a month at the bottom and I see a revenue number at the top and a trend line. How do I add a PowerPoint animation to this graph and much more elevate this graph? So here it is. Once I put a animation, this is how it looks like. I have months at the bottom and then we have bar chart coming up and then we have a trend line coming up. They just elevate your PowerPoint slide to a different level. There's one more version to it. So that's how you can bring your very simple graph to a much more powerful way through animation. Let's see how we do that. So let me go to a blank slide. Now go to insert and take a chart, and I need a combo chart. Say OK. It will draw a chart over here and it will also throw an Excel sheet. So let's change this data with your data. I have kept my data here, so let me take my data from here and just copy paste from here to here, and I'm going to remove this third column. I don't need it, so remove it, and here is my data, and then close this Excel sheet. Now you'll see the graph is here. Now remove this axis. After that, I will adjust the height and width a little bit, this, and now go to change chart type, and I need a combo. So revenue is a clustered column and trend line is a line, so just say OK. I remove this chart title because I already have it over here, so I'll remove this one. Now I'm also going to remove these lines, so just press delete button. That's it. Now let's fill some color here. So select this overall thing, the chart area, do a right click and say format chart area, and I want to fill a gradient color here. So do a gradient fill, put a stopper, a force stopper, and this corner stopper I need some dark color. So let's say I take this color, and the middle one I need a little lighter color. So let me put this color. Okay, now I want to change these graphs as well. So do a format data series and increase the gap width to maximum, so the width will decreased. Now I also want to fill them with a gradient color. So let me select all of them and say gradient fill, and I want to put a white color here. So let's take this as a white color, and this little bit of gray, and then just go one more darker, and then let's take this one. So I filled some gradient color here in the white shade. Now for this line graph also, I go to line and change the color to go to solid line and change the color to, let's say, white, and increase the width to, let's say, 3.5. Okay, now go to marker, and I want these joints to have a different shape, so go to built-in, and let's say I choose this shape and increase the size as 9, and then I need a fill, so solid fill, and I need a, let's say, black color, and the border I don't need any border, so it's no line. Okay, so now your graph is more or less ready. Now I'm going to change the font for all of these. So change the font to, let's say I need a font of agency FB, and increase the size to 18 and take a white color. Similarly for this as well, I take the same font, increase the size and take a white font. Okay, after this I go to insert, and let's say I need to add quarters. So take this bidirectional arrow, place it here, and shape outline of black. Go to insert and put a text box here. So let's say Q3, 24 and 25. Then put it here somewhere, say shape fill as white, and I need the same font agency FB, and this is size is okay. Okay, now similarly let me copy this one more time. So Control C and Control V, let me place it here, and I can put this as Q4. So I have put a month over here, and then I put a quarters also. Now go to this line, say go to plus and say data level. I want to see those data levels, the values. Now select all of them, go to and choose the same font size, increase the font size and white, and this one was above. Choose this as a above, so it comes at the top. Now select only this one and just drag it up here, so it looks much better. Now go to insert and take one more shape here as a rectangle and place it something like this. Okay, shape outline, no outline, shape fill as white, and shape effect as shadow, and take this one and now say send to back. So this is how your chart area is ready. Now since you have a chart and you have numbers which is varying, it is going up and down, so you definitely want to add some messaging at the bottom. So go to insert, let me move this little bit of up here. Okay, and I can align them at the top as well. Okay, I can even move these lines also little bit up. Okay, now go to insert and take a icon. Let's say I am take this icon, go to insert and move this icon over here, and then I want to add some messaging that why my revenue is going up and down, what I have done to improve it, because you will definitely need some messaging along with this number. So to make this video quick, I'm going to copy this messaging from here and just paste it here. You can add your own messaging. Okay, now this also has a some animation to it, so go to animation pane and let me remove this first. I will add them later on. So now there is no animation. Okay, only animation is with this one, so let me remove this also. Okay, there is no animation. Okay, this is good. So now my slide is more or less ready. Now then the last thing is I have to add some animation here. So I'll start animation in a sequential way, how I want to present this information. So I select this text first, go to animation pane and say wipe. Okay, and I want the option is from left. So when it play, it will come something like this, left to right, and duration I want to keep as 1. Okay, after that I want to show this rectangle, the outer rectangle, so choose again wipe, and this also I want from bottom. Now after that for the graph I want wipe, but then I want this as a by series. This is important. If you want to add some animation to a graph, it's not only direction you have to choose, you also have to choose sequence. So I choose by series. Okay, now I select this one, and for this one I say I need this from bottom, but for this line I need from left. Okay, so if I just play it from here, it will be something like this. Okay, all right, so I have this icon, I added a this rectangle, I added a animation for this, added an animation for this graph. I need animation for these lines also, so say wipe, and I need from left. Okay, but I need these to move up, so I'll move them up here. Okay, now the last thing I have to add animation for this one, so wipe, this also need from left, and these two also I need to add animation wipe and from left. Now I select all of them and I want to increase the duration to, let's say, 1, and I need this with after previous, so this should run in a sequence. So let me just run it and see is it running fine or not. So this one comes first, and then you have rectangle, and then you have quarters coming in, then you have bars coming in, and the chart. This looks okay. So this is how you create a slide. Let me do a final slideshow and then see how it looks like. This is where you have graph coming in, you have months coming in, the quarters coming in, and then you have bar chart, and then you have a trend line, and then you have a message at the bottom. You can choose different color theme here, at least 3 color theme I have put here, the black color, blue color, and this yellow theme. All these slides are editable slides which have been placed on the share path. You can download and use them. This is how you can add in a very much simplified way the animation to a graph and make your messaging much more influensive and elevated. Thank you very much for watching this.